And yeah, just the last one. And now that it seems that it's going to be Gaethje versus Topuria, it's probably going to be a crazy fight also, most likely striking. How do you see this one going?
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be interesting. I think that Ilia hits like a truck, and so does Gaethje. And I think if Gaethje prepares properly and gets ready for this fight, it should be a fun one.
Listen, given how popular Ilia's become, how big do you think that fight could be between you two?
I mean, if I had any bit of a personality, it'd be huge. But I just can't. I can't lie. I can't exaggerate. You know, it's what I do. It's who I am. It's who my parents taught me to be. But I mean, there's no doubt it'll be the best. You know, one of the best fights that they could definitely put on. It'll be for an undisputed belt, and I think they want to have 6 or 7, you know, whatever. They want to have as many as possible. So if he's not back by then, they will strip him, and I will be undisputed, and then I'll fight for the belt on there and defend it.
Paddy is tough as fucking nails. I give him that. He goes right hand. Fucking right hand. Right hand. Yeah. Justin Gaethje won that. I think Paddy Pimblett did not follow the corner's game plan. Great fight. Now, hopefully he can fight Ilia, or he'll fight Ilia's gonna knock the fuck out. I think Ilia knocks him out. Okay, boys, all done with this beginning.
Paddy versus Justin Gaethje is finally done, and now the real talk begins. The fight is over, but the spotlight has already shifted to what comes next. At the post-fight press conference, Justin surprised everyone by saying he wants to fight at the White House. Not long after, Ilia Topuria jumped in and called Justin out on X.
So he did attempt to get the fight to the ground, but did you expect him, or were you the whole time, were you expecting him to pivot his strategy and just like sell out for the takedown and try to get you down?
Yeah, I mean, but I deserve some credit for stopping that from happening. I mean, there's no doubt he wanted to get it there. But half of wrestling is stopping people from taking you down, and that's what I was best at. And so luckily I was successful tonight from keeping him there. I thought I grappled well. I was in his guard, in his guard a little bit, past his guard, landed some huge shots. Pretty sure I sliced his face open with a couple elbows. Felt amazing. So yeah, like I said before, since Oliveira choked me out, I've been putting a lot of work in, and it sucks that it's part of the sport, but I have to do it.
Justin spoke of what comes next in a very grounded fashion. He admitted his head took some damage and that he needs time off, but he kept coming back to June and the White House. He framed it as representing the country and made it sound like something he feels responsible for showing up to. Unless his body completely fails him, he expects to be on that card.
Like how you feel, like are you gonna need some time off? Is there possibly anything broken after?
I mean, I definitely need some time off. He fucking rocked my brain a couple times, and the only thing we have over the more dangerous sports, which is boxing and football, is we get to take time, and so I will do that. But the White House is in June, and you know, I represent this country. I represented it tonight, and I hope to be obviously. Look at the position and opportunity they just gave me here. There's no way they're keeping me off that card unless I'm dead.
As for when Ilia Topuria was brought up, Justin dealt with it much like unfinished business he was ready to address. He agreed that a unification fight makes sense and said that is exactly why he is still here. However, he also made it seem more like a responsibility than an opportunity. If Ilia is back, that is the fight. If not, Justin still sees himself defending the belt there.
Last thing for me, Dana was here earlier and he said, look, I think the unification fight is next. That Ilia won't fight anybody else. Like, do you have a message for Ilia if that's the next fight?
Can't wait. It's what I got here for. That's what we do, and of course that's what I believe the next fight is, unless he's not back.
Listen, given how popular Ilia's become and just the method of victory he's had and your style of fighting, and add those two to the White House, how big do you think that fight could be between you two?
I mean, if I had any bit of a personality, it'd be fucking huge. But I just can't. I can't lie. I can't exaggerate. It's what I do. It's who I am. It's who my parents taught me to be. But I mean, there's no doubt it'll be the best. One of the best fights that they could definitely put on. It'll be for an undisputed belt, and I think they want to have 6 or 7. Whatever. They want to have as many as possible. So if he's not back by then they will strip him and I will be undisputed and then I'll fight for the belt.
Justin also reflected on age, pressure, and staying motivated. He said he prepares by assuming opponents will be faster and better, which forces him to work harder. He does not feel old and believes experience and skill matter more than numbers. He said he will stop only when he feels his younger self could beat him, and he is not there yet.
I did want to ask, is like, at any point during camp, does that kind of creep into your mind? Like, is this going to be the night? Maybe I feel slower, maybe they feel faster, or how do you combat that at any time?
I mean, I tell myself the whole time they're going to be faster, better, stronger, so that I can work. And then I just put the preparation in, trust the process. But I will be done when I feel like my younger self would whoop my ass now. And we're not there. You know, the skills that I've gained working with my coaches over the years, the experience, those are huge factors. And I know I'm 37, but I don't feel 37. I feel great. I feel amazing. I wish I would have knocked him out. So probably lucky I didn't, because I would have done a backflip off the cage. And after those kicks, it would not have been smart. But yeah, I feel great. I feel amazing.
Ilia went after Paddy hard and reminded Paddy of how he squandered the opportunity of a lifetime. He made it sound so easy for Paddy to win against this older opponent. Ilia also went after Justin, making it clear to Justin that he is in the fighter's way and that the next time will be a whole different ball game. The reason wasn't about the money anymore, it was about the inevitable. Ilia was saying, despite how well Justin might feel about this little challenge coming up, he has no escape from what Ilia knows is coming. Dana White talked about Gaethje versus Ilia. He was very clear about how he felt about it. He said straight away that it's a risky fight because both of them hit really hard. Then he started talking about getting ready for it instead of just the matchup. Dana said the fight really depends on how Justin trains and prepares for it. Talking about the fight itself, Justin said he always expected Paddy to stand and trade. He did not see quitting as part of Paddy's makeup and felt that violence was the only path Paddy had. Justin focused a lot on momentum early and explained how important it was for him to take that confidence away fast. He saw parts of his younger self in Paddy and framed the fight as a hard lesson rather than a surprise.
He goes toe-to-toe and has a Justin Gaethje fight with Justin Gaethje?
Yeah, I did. I mean, that was his only choice. And I knew he wasn't going to quit. He's not a quitter. I've never seen him quit, never seen him give up. And luckily, I found some success early. You know, like I said, I was going to have to steal some momentum, and he was very confident, and I had to take that early. And, you know, the moment I stepped in there, he didn't take his eyes off me. That was me not too long ago. And I guess I was Eddie Alvarez, here to teach him a lesson.
On the wrestling side, Justin gave himself credit for stopping the fight from going where Paddy wanted it. He acknowledged the takedown attempts and clinch work, but explained that defense is just as much wrestling as offense. He felt good about keeping the fight standing, passing guard when needed, and doing damage without giving up control.
So he did attempt to get the fight to the ground, but did you expect him, or were you the whole time, were you expecting him to pivot his strategy and just like sell out for the takedown and try to get you down?
Yeah, I mean, but I deserve some credit for stopping that from happening. I mean, there's no doubt he wanted to get it there. But half of wrestling is stopping people from taking you down, and that's what I was best at. And so luckily I was successful tonight from keeping him there. I thought I grappled well. I was in his guard, in his guard a little bit, passed his guard, landed some huge shots. Pretty sure I sliced his face open with a couple elbows. Felt amazing. So yeah, like I said before, since Oliveira choked me out, I've been putting a lot of work in, and it sucks that it's part of the sport, but I have to do it.
Speaking of the Paddy versus Justin fight, reactions are still coming in, and a lot of experts were genuinely surprised by how it played out. Luke Thomas's main point was about the idea that Paddy should have wrestled more. He said that on the surface, trying more takedowns sounds reasonable, and it probably would not have hurt Paddy to attempt a few more. But when you actually look at the fight, Paddy barely went for takedowns in most rounds. He only tried a handful across 5 rounds, with nothing in rounds 2 and 3. So the debate is not about effort, it is about whether that option was ever really there for him.
I keep seeing this argument that Paddy Pimblett should have wrestled more against Justin Gaethje at UFC 324, and I'm not here to say that it's wrong. It's kind of similar, not exactly, but it's kind of similar to the Bilal Muhammad situation when he fought Jack Della Maddalena. Could he have wrestled more? And the answer is on a sort of a basic kind of fundamental level. Could it have hurt him to try for more takedowns? And I don't think the answer is no. I don't think it would have hurt him. And in fact, I would say he only attempted 5 takedowns in this entire fight, and he only had 1 in the first round, 1 in the 4th round, and then I think 3 in the the 5th round. So he had a total of 1-1-3 over the course of 5 rounds. So rounds 2 and 3, he didn't even really attempt one. Now round 3, he won. Okay, all's well that ends well. And he did arguably win round 5 on one of the judges' scorecards, and there were takedown attempts involved.
Luke also focused on what actually happened on the feet. He pointed out that Paddy landed some of his best punches and kicks in this fight. The issue was not accuracy or effort. The problem was that Justin absorbed it and kept moving forward. Paddy did not miss his moments. They just did not change the fight. That made the wrestling question less important because even Paddy's clean offense was not slowing Justin down.
The takeaway for me from this fight, as I said in my post-fight show, was that actually Paddy landed all of his best stuff on the feet. Not just threw and missed. No, landed, and it just didn't have much of an effect on Justin. He just walked kind of through it. And so to pick, well, why didn't he try for more takedowns? Why didn't he take him down more? Well, I mean, he tried 5 times and he didn't really get it, and offensive takedowns are not really a strong suit for Paddy.
Israel Adesanya gave Justin more credit, especially for his toughness and control. He reacted strongly when Justin dropped Paddy and still stayed composed instead of rushing blindly. He brought up Justin's age and how he is still able to survive wars like this and come out on top. At the same time, he acknowledged Paddy for staying upright through unbelievable punishment. Dana White focused heavily on Paddy's mindset and refusal to change course. He brought up how Paddy talked big at the weigh-ins and then actually fought that way even after getting dropped multiple times. Dana admitted he kept expecting Paddy to switch plans and try to wrestle or submit, but it never happened. Dana then addressed Justin's condition and future without committing to anything. He said they sent Paddy straight to the hospital as a precaution and planned to send Justin too, even though Justin insisted he was fine.
Yeah, I mean, what a couple. So Paddy Pimblett at the weigh-in yesterday says, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out tomorrow. And I was like, that's interesting. And he never abandoned that game plan. Even when, he got dropped a couple times, I kept waiting for him. I'm like, he's eventually going to have to shoot and try to submit him. Now, I didn't know Paddy Pimblett had a chin like that till tonight. And, absolute dogfight in a war, and much respect to both guys.
We haven't seen Justin yet, so we don't know what his status is physically. But, I mean, is the interim, is the unification fight have to be next? Or is there a case if he's hurt and needs to be out for a while?
Apparently he's 100%. So we sent Paddy Pimblett straight to the hospital, and then we're going to send Gaethje too. And Gaethje's like, believe me, I've been in plenty of wars. I'm good. So as far as we know right now, he's healthy.
Bedtime MMA gave a lot of credit to Paddy's chin, saying it was insane how he survived the first couple of rounds without going down completely. Bedtime MMA also made it clear that this wasn't a technical fight, but it was entertaining because of the sheer violence and chaos. He described the fight as a messy, scrappy battle where both guys fought tooth and nail. Despite the messy nature, he pointed out that Justin's strategy of keeping Paddy from grappling and staying in control of the exchanges made the difference. Finally, Bedtime MMA said that even after watching this fight, he believes Ilia would probably finish both Justin and Paddy quickly. He compared the fight to 2 dogs fighting over a bone and noted that the fight carried the card because it was the main event. He emphasized that it was entertaining for fans, even if it wasn't technically perfect. Demetrius Johnson broke down why Paddy struggled a bit. He said that when Paddy was hurt, he finally tried a takedown, but he didn't go for it when he was fresh. That's a mistake in Demetrius's eyes, because Justin's power is so high that you can't just trade punches with him. He also believed that if Paddy was able to take Justin down, he could have controlled him with guard passes, knee rides, or even attempted submissions such as triangles or arm bars. When it came to Justin, Demetrius admired how calm and smart he was. He noted that Justin knows how to control distance, land his jab, follow up with heavy hands, and use the cage to his advantage. Justin isn't just powerful, he's tactical. Demetrius explained that if you can't knock him out, trading with him is dangerous because he can always hit harder than you can, and that's exactly what happened. When you look at Ilia versus Justin, it's a very different fight. Ilia doesn't need chaos to win, he just needs one clean moment. His timing, power, and sharpness make this matchup more dangerous for Justin than Paddy was. Justin can take damage, but Ilia doesn't waste shots. If he lands clean, things can change fast. At the same time, Justin's experience matters a lot. He's been in wars, knows how to survive bad moments, and knows how to pull people into deep waters. That's where Ilia would really get tested. It turns into a battle between clean, fight-ending shots and pressure that never stops. Let us know in the comments what you think. Who wins Ilia versus Justin, and why?